Immigration attorney Alex Ozols is in San Diego for more on this looming legal battle. Alex, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
How do you see this playing out? Will the Ninth Circuit, you think, side with the DOJ and uphold the ban?
So I don't think the Ninth Circuit's going to side with the DOJ. First of all, the Ninth Circuit is one of the most liberal circuits out there, and that's pretty well known in the legal field. The next thing is it's either going to be one of three things. So first, they're either going to side with the DOJ, and what's going to happen is the DOJ, at that point, the ban will be reinstated. The next possible situation is they're going to go against the DOJ, therefore the DOJ will then appeal to the Supreme Court, or it could take a while for them to give a ruling on this. It could be a day, it could be 2 days, it could be a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, either way, do you think it will eventually make it to the Supreme Court?
I do. I absolutely do think it'll make it to the Supreme Court, and I think the Supreme Court is going to find it as unconstitutional. If parts of this order are unconstitutional, the whole order is then unconstitutional, and it's clear that there are certain parts of this order that violate the First and Fifth Amendments of the U.S. Constitution.
Yeah. I'm wondering what you think about Judge Gorsuch, Neil Gorsuch, President Trump's nominee to fill the spot on the Supreme Court. Vacated by the late Justice Antonin Scalia. Do you think that ultimately he could be the deciding vote?
Well, right now, if it goes to the Supreme Court, yeah, it would be 4-4. He could be the deciding vote in it, and that could take a place. But when you look at this, a lot of the Republican appointees on the Supreme Court, they were appointed, but they follow the Constitution dead on. They're strict to the Constitution. So we don't really know how it's going to play out in the Supreme Court, and if someone's going to go with their political party, or if someone's going to just read the Constitution as they think it is, just on paper.
And so, I mean, you've already answered this, but in your view, you think this is not constitutional because, as we've just heard from our Jan Crawford, our CBS News chief legal correspondent, the executive branch here, the president, feels as though this is within his statutory authority, that he does, as the executive branch, have the power to essentially decide who gets to come into this country in the way that he's spelled out in this executive order.
So there's two different issues here. Does he have the power to do it? Yes. He has the power to make this executive order. And that's kind of what they're hanging their hat on. He has the power to do it. The law says so. But whether or not the law he makes that's within his power is constitutional is what's at debate here. No one's saying that he can't actually make that law. What people are arguing, and what I think is going to come out, is that the law that they made, parts of it violate the First and Fifth Amendments of the Constitution. So can he make that law? Yes. Can the law be stricken down because it's unconstitutional? Absolutely, and I believe it will be.
All right, we'll continue to follow it. Alex Ozols, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.